In the annals of medieval European history, few women wielded power with the deftness and determination of Blanche of Castile. Born into the royal houses of Castile and England, Blanche became Queen of France and twice served as regent, guiding the kingdom through the periods of instability with remarkable political skill. Her legacy is not only etched in the consolidation of the French monarchy, but also in the moral and spiritual formation of her son, Louis IX, later canonized as Saint Louis. Blanche was born on March 4, 1188 in Palencia, Castile, the third daughter of King Alfonso VIII of Castile and Eleanor of England, daughter of Henry II of England and Eleanor of Aquitaine. Her lineage placed her at the nexus of European power with ties to the Plantagenets and the Capetians. Her grandmother, Eleanor of Aquitaine, herself a former queen of both France and England, played a pivotal role in Blanche's destiny. In 1200, Eleanor personally escorted the 11-year-old Blanche across the Pyrenees to France to marry Louis, the son of King Philip II Augustus, as part of a diplomatic arrangement between England and France. Blanche married Louis VIII in May 1200 at the age of 12. Though the marriage was initially political, Blanche quickly proved herself a capable and intelligent partner. She bore 12 children, 5 of whom survived to adulthood, including Louis IX, Robert of Artois, Alphonse of Poitiers, Charles of Anjou, and Isabel of France. Her political instincts emerged early. During the First Barons' War in England, 1215 to 1217, Blanche supported her husband's claim to the English throne through her Plantagenet heritage. She raised funds and troops, even threatening to offer her children as hostages to secure support. Though the campaign ultimately failed, it revealed Blanche's boldness and resourcefulness. When Louis VIII ascended the throne in 1223, Blanche became Queen of France. Her tenure as Queen Consort was brief, just 3 years, but eventful. Louis led a campaign against the Cathars in southern France, part of the Albigensian Crusade, a brutal conflict aimed at eradicating heresy. Blanche supported the campaign, viewing it as a holy mission. Louis died in 1226, likely of dysentery, leaving Blanche a widow at 38 and mother to a 12-year-old heir. Upon Louis VIII's death, Blanche assumed the regency for her son, Louis IX. Her first act was to have him crowned at Reims within weeks, securing his legitimacy and forestalling any baronial challenge. The early years of her regency were marked by rebellion. A coalition of powerful nobles led by Philip Hurepel, the illegitimate son of Philip II, and supported by Henry III of England, sought to undermine her authority. Blanche responded with a combination of diplomacy and military force. She forged alliances, negotiated truces, and raised armies. Her ability to maintain the loyalty of key nobles and cities was crucial. By 1234, she had largely pacified the kingdom and handed over power to her son, now of age, but not before instilling in him a deep sense of duty, piety, and kingship. Blanche's influence on Louis IX was profound. She personally oversaw his education, emphasizing Christian virtue, justice, and humility. According to chroniclers, she once told him, "I would rather see you dead at my feet than guilty of a mortal sin." This austere moral compass shaped Louis's reign and contributed to his later canonization. She also arranged his marriage to Marguerite of Provence, strengthening ties with southern France. Even after relinquishing formal power, Blanche remained a trusted advisor and confidant to her son. In 1248, Louis IX departed on the Seventh Crusade, leaving Blanche once again as regent. Now, in her 60s, she resumed control of the kingdom with the same vigor and competence as before. She managed the royal finances, oversaw justice, and maintained peace in a realm that had grown more centralized and stable thanks to her earlier efforts. Her second regency ended with her death on November 27, 1252, in Paris. She was buried at Malbuisson Abbey, a Cistercian convent she'd founded. Blanche's achievements were both strategic and transformative for the French monarchy. As regent on 2 separate occasions, she preserved the Capetian dynasty during vulnerable transitions of power, ensuring her son's uncontested succession. She played a vital role in consolidating royal authority by quelling rebellious nobles and extending the crown's influence deeper into the provinces. Her devout Catholic faith shaped her governance, leading to her active support of crusading efforts and the establishment of monastic institutions that aligned the monarchy closely with the church. Diplomatically, Blanche exhibited exceptional finesse, and she adeptly navigated shifting alliances with England, the papacy, and the Holy Roman Empire, often outmaneuvering powerful male counterparts through calculated negotiation and tactical marriages. Her court was also a hub of cultural and intellectual activity. She commissioned religious texts and fostered an environment in which learning and artistic expression flourished, laying the groundwork for the cultural achievements that defined her son Louis IX's reign. Blanche of Castile's legacy endures across political, spiritual, and cultural dimensions. As one of the most capable female regents in medieval Europe, she redefined the possibilities of queenship at a time when women were largely excluded from overt power. Her life serves as a model of female political leadership that was marked by both resolve and wisdom. Her influence is further amplified through her role in shaping the moral character of Louis IX, whose canonization as a saint was in no small part a reflection of the values she instilled. In this light, Blanche became not only the mother of a saint, but also a formative architect of the ideal of the Christian king. Culturally, she remains visible in the iconography and literature of her time and beyond. Illuminated manuscripts such as the Bible of St. Louis, commissioned under her direction, depict her as a pious and regal figure. Later generations of writers and historians have revisited her image, often portraying her as the epitome of maternal virtue and political acumen. In contemporary historiography, Blanche is increasingly recognized as a foundational figure in the development of a centralized French monarchy, and as a political force who left an indelible mark on the medieval world. Queen Blanche of Castile was far more than a royal consort or the mother of a saint. She was a formidable political actor in her own right, strategist, regent, and reformer, who shaped the destiny of France during a critical period. Her life exemplifies the power of intellect, faith, and resolve in a world often hostile to female authority. In the tapestry of medieval history, Blanche's thread gleams with rare brilliance: a queen who ruled, a mother who molded a saint, and a woman who defied the constraints of her time.